Welcome to the first lesson of LMMS Basic tutorials. First of all, since this is the first lesson, I would like you to go to Google and search for LMMS.io. In here, I would like you to download the LMMS. Click on Download Now, the big button. Over here, you will find two versions. I recommend you to download the stable version, which is 32 or 64-bit. My computer can handle 64-bit, so I'll go ahead and download that. Once that downloads, click on the installer and install it. Once LMMS is done downloading, just open the application and it should show you a screen that looks like this. Now you can see in the song editor there are already 4 that are already been put, which is a preset, a track, a bassline, and automation. So just go ahead and delete them by clicking on the option button, then click remove this track. Now to start off, in this lesson we will talk about presets. The presets are pretty much the sounds you want to add to your song list. So what you have to do, on the left side, click on My Presets. And then it should show you different files that contains many preset sounds. Right now I would like you to open one of them and take 3 sounds that you like. In my case, I'll take a bell. To put it in the song editor, just hold and drag it to the song editor. And then I would like to get an organ. Click, drag, drop. And the last thing I would like to get is a rave bass. Click, drag, drop. You would have noted by now is that once you click and hold, you can actually have a quick listen to the sound. Just like that. This would be a quick way to listen to the different sounds that you would like to choose. So if you click on one of the presets, it will open a window of that preset. Over here you can fiddle with it and change the setting of the preset and how it would sound. The basic stuff here is the pitch, which increases and decreases the pitch as you move the knob. And then you have the volume. Obviously you can make it really loud and then really low volume. In my case, I would like to keep it a little bit low. Over here, this preset is using a triple oscillator plugin. So over here you can see that you can pretty much change and fiddle with it to change the sound. But I'll keep it as it is. In the next tab over here, you can see the wave length and the wave sound of the preset. You can change the attack. You can change the delay and the decay, hold and sustain and release. I wouldn't go in details to each one of them, but you can just play with them and keep pressing on the keyboard to see how it sounds. As you can see, by changing them, it will change how the sound would play on every note that you press. So once you have taken 3 sounds, you can just fiddle with them and play with them until you reach the sound that you want. After that, I would highly recommend to reduce the master volume. The master volume is on the top section of the LMMS application. On default, it's on 100%, but please reduce it to 70 or 60%, because usually the sounds are very loud and can damage your ears. The next thing I would like to talk about is the stacking tab. So in the stacking tab, this over here, you can configure how many notes are being pressed when you press only one note. So if I increase the range to 2, when I click one of the notes, you can see there are 2 notes that are being pressed instead of 1. You can play with that and increase it to up to 9 notes. But that would be crazy because it's going to sound really loud and laggy. But I'm going to keep it in 1 just for making the sound clean and clear. In the next tab, you have the effects. You can add effects to the sound to make it sound, for example, if we add a canyon effect delay, it will sound as if the preset sound. It's in like a delay room, or in a canyon delay room. So now if I press the button of a note, it sounds similar, but you're gonna have to change the setting a little bit, which is in this window once you've pressed on the effect. So I'm gonna reduce the value and have the feedback, increase the feedback. Now listen to it. It's like an echo in a canyon room. And the last thing over here, let's say if we have a MIDI keyboard, it's like a keyboard that you can plug in a computer, and actually instead of typing and clicking on the keyboard of the laptop, you can actually play the notes on the piano, which makes it a little bit easier. But if you don't have, it's fine. So if you have, you can click on this and then click on the MIDI device that you want to use for this preset. In my case, I'll keep it as it is. That is it for the lesson 1. This is pretty much all you have to know about the preset. Now, please do save this work, if you can click on this, because in the next lessons, it will build up your song.